Alright, so go ahead and get that sheet out to this little review of piecewise functions. So first off, these axes don't show up real well, so I'm just going to show you where they're at. Okay, X and Y axes. We're going to have to graph two different pieces. So this top one I'll circle in red, I'll graph in red, and I'll graph this next one in green. Something special is happening at 2, right? Because we only graph the red equation when x is less than 2, and we only graph the green equation when x is greater than or equal to 2. So something special is happening at x equals 2. Okay, so I'm going to make a little mark there. Okay, and we'll probably be erasing that, so make sure you're using pencil, because that's not actually part of the graph. Remember, that's just a helper. Alright, so negative x plus 2, so it's got negative 1 slope up 2. It's right here. Make sure you're using pencil, remember. And negative slope goes down here. I'm going to stop right at that yellow mark and continue it up. And I know it's going to the left because of the less than symbol. And I also know that I should have an open circle where it intersects with this yellow line that I made, because that's where x is equal to 2. And it's open circle because it's less than, not less than or equal to. All right. Now we're going to graph x minus 2. That starts down 2, and it's got positive 1 slope. So draw lightly here, but we're going to be going up, 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 up. Oop, kind of messing up there a little bit. But okay, so that's the way it goes. And it's greater than or equal to 2. So we're going to have a filled in dot right where that open dot was. And actually, we should erase the rest of that green line, because we don't want it past there. And now that we're finished, let's go ahead and erase the yellow line. So the graph is this V-looking shape. All right, don't forget domain and range. It doesn't ask us to do that, but we can do it anyway. Alright, so domain is all real numbers because it's going forever left, forever right, and hits everything. And, someone's calling. Range is going to be y values greater than or equal to 0. Where's the pause? I missed the call. Oh well. But anyways, there's a domain and range. So, alright, let's look at another one. Okay. So here's a little more complex one. Let's go different colors this time. Let's go blue for this top guy. And how about, let's go orange for the bottom one. Okay. Something special is happening at 3. X equals 3. So 1, 2, 3 over. I'm going to make that faint vertical line at 3. Okay, so x squared minus 4, if you recall, that is a quadratic. Alright, so we're going to start down 4. That's what the minus 4 is going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, drawing lightly here. Okay, and from there, it's going to go over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4, over 3, up 9. And I see that it's less than, so I'm going to put an open circle there. And I'll graph to the left as well of the vertex, so right here, like so. So we're only going to see this portion of the vertex, or the parabola, kind of weird looking. Okay, now for the other part. So we start at down 5, right here. And it's going to have, draw lightly, I know I keep saying that, but you're going to want to erase some of this. So up 2, right 3, and there's the spot. Okay, that's kind of nice that it hits the yellow line there. And then up 2, right 3 again. I'll do one more time. I'm going to keep it as a solid circle because it's less than or equal to. And it's going to keep going that way. Erase the leftover stuff that we don't need. There we go. All right. Okay, let's talk domain and range here. So domain and range. So domain is going to be all real numbers again, because it's gradually going to the left forever, and it's going to the right forever, and it hits all the values in between. The range, it goes up forever on both the orange and blue graphs, but the lowest we ever get is -4 right here, the vertex of the blue parabola. So y is greater than or equal to -4. All right, and then we've got a story problem now in the notes that we hadn't covered. So have your notes open to the example 4. So David is completing a 100-mile triathlon. He swims 2 miles in 1 hour, then bikes 80 miles in 4 hours, and finally he runs 18 miles in 3 hours. Sketch a graph of David's distance versus time, then write a piecewise function for the graph. All right. Okay. So we're starting off with the swim. So his time is 1 hour. His distance is, he has now gone 2 miles. So the rate is miles per hour. So 2 divided by 1 is 2 miles per hour. Okay. And then for the bike, he has, what does it say? He biked, or for another 4 hours, so now we're at a total of 5 hours, and another 80 miles, so now he's gone 82 miles. After a second look at this, I think I'm over-complicating this one. So the bike is just 4 hours here. The distance is 80 miles, and the rate for just the bike ride then is going to be miles per hour, so 80 divided by 4, which is 20 miles per hour. Okay, and then we've got the run. So in this time it takes 3 hours, and he goes 18 miles, and miles per hour, 18 divided by 3 is going to be 6 miles per hour. Okay. So now to help us with the graphing, let's take a look at this. So let me get my blue here. So for the swimming is when the time goes from 0 hours is less than or equal to t is 1 hour. Okay, so it goes from 0 to 1 hours. Then from for the biking, that's when he goes from 1, and now I'm just going to do less than time, because the when he finishes that 1 hour, he's just finished the swimming, so then he's right after that 1 hour stops, then he starts biking, so that's why I just use a less than, not less than or equal to. And then it's less than or equal to another 4 hours, so 1 plus 4 is going to bring us to 5 hours. And then for the run, all right, so he's going to start this now. The 5 hour just started, and it's or just ended, and now he's going to begin his run, and he's going for another 3 hours, so that's going to end up at 8 just for his run. Okay. So now writing the equation here. So first off with the swimming, let me get the blue out again. For the swimming, this equation is going to be y equals 2x, basically. All right, or d equals 2 times the time, but we'll just do y and x. So starting at 0, and then he has a slope of 2 up until he gets to 1 hour. So that means he's only going to increase up to 2 right about here, and it is a closed circle. And then from there, we're going to have a slope of 20, okay, for this next one. So that's going to be y equals 20x, but we're starting from this spot here. We're going to need to use a point slope form, or y equals mx plus b, to get the y-intercept. So this point right here is the point 1, 2, and then we have a slope of 20. So if we're going to use y equals mx plus b, we have our y value of 2 equals m of 20, x of 1, and b. So that makes 2 equals 20 plus b. Subtract the 20, and negative 18 is equal to b. So that's our y-intercept, is negative 18. So then I can include that right here, minus 18. So anyway, what that would bring us to, so we're going to do that until we get to 5 hours. So let's find out where that would end. So we're going to start here with an open circle. So basically, if I plug 5 in for that formula that I just put up there, so 5 minus 8, that's going to be 100 minus 8, that's going to be 92. So at 5 hours, he has gotten all the way up to 92 miles. Just about right there. Connect a straight line. Okay. And then now for the green one, well, we know the slope is going to be 6 for this one because it's 6 miles per hour. Now we need to figure out our y-intercept, just like we did over here. Well, this point is the point 5, 92. So we can do the same thing, y equals mx plus b. That's going to be y is 92, m is 6, x is 5, plus b. That's 30. 92 plus b. Subtract the 30, and that's going to be 62 is equal to b. So that's our y-intercept. So it's going to be plus 62. And let's see, and that happens until 8 hours. So if we plugged 8 in for that x to get the end value, so it's going to be 48 plus 62. That's equal to, oh, that's 100, which, oh, no, that's 110. Let me just see, is that right? Let me double check something. I found my mistake. You might have seen it earlier, but this is supposed to be minus 18. And I put minus 8. So that should be minus 18. That would actually be 82. And then actually, so I graphed this wrong. Sorry about all this. So 82 is actually right here. Okay. And so that's 5, 82. Which then, if this is 82 here, and you subtract 30, that would actually be 52. So then this would be, I'll just redo all that. Okay, so x plus 52, 6 times that 8 still, plus 52. So that's 48 plus 52. That adds up to 100. And we're happy with 100 because that's how long the race should be. So that's how long the race is. So it should end with that. The green actually has an open circle here at 82 and then has a closed circle here at 100. And there you go. Now to technically write the piecewise function, I'm going to use those 3 equations that I wrote there. I'm going to scroll down a little here. So we'll call this function, we'll just call it f of x is equal to, and then we make this big fancy bracket. So the first equation was 2x, and this is only true if 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 1. And the next option is 20x minus 18, and this only works if x is between 1 and 5. And the last one will be 6x plus 52, only if x goes from 5 to 8. That would be how you would write this equation. So that's kind of a more challenging one there. All right, so now you should be working the rest of this class period on that 6.3 worksheet. All right, what you guys will then be working on, like I said, the 6.3 worksheet. They're pink, blue, and white. There's 3 different color options for you. Then next, what you would do is work on the book quiz, which is on page 441. You only have to do numbers 1 through, let me see again here, 1 through 8, because we're not doing 6.4. And that'll give you a little refresher for 6.1 and 6.2. And then remember that you are doing the STAR reading test tomorrow. So please bring a charged Chromebook tomorrow. After this, the STAR test, you will do. We'll have another video starting 6.5. You're not going to have to do the whole thing. But then we'll finish 6.5 on Wednesday. Then I see you. All right, see you guys then.